My name is Sierra, and for today's persuasive speech, I'm going to be talking to you about why I think um, everyone should have access to therapy. Um, Today, I stand before you to discuss a really serious issue. It affects not only people as individuals, but it also affects our families and it affects our communities. Therapy is not a privilege. I feel like it's a right that everyone should have. And with this speech, I will be backing up my claims by medical professionals that have done research on why people should have the need for universal access to therapy. According to the World Health Organization, um, mental health disorders are on the rise and they affect millions, billions of people. A lot of people are suffering silently and without the means of having access to professional help. There's a study published in the journal of clinical psychology that revealed that untreated mental health issues lead to increased rates of disabilities and reduce people's qualities of life. And not just it doesn't just affect our quality of life, it also affects our economic and social costs. There's an article, the economic burden of depression in the United States says that untreated depression alone costs the US economy billions of dollars. Um, Access to therapy can not only reduce the cost, but it can also improve people's mental stability. Therapy provides people with tools how to cope with life and, with grief and trauma and it improves your mental health if you have that access, and it increases your productivities and it increases your relationships and it just pretty much increases your overall well-being. And access to therapy can actually also break down the stigma that people have around it. A lot of people think that if you're going to therapy there's something wrong with you mentally, and that you're unstable. But having access to that can break down that stigma. When therapy is readily available, people are more likely to seek help without fear of judgment. There's actually a study in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology that found that access to mental health services actually was associated with reduced public stigma and an increased willingness to seek help. And having that, breaking down that stigma can intervene someone going through a mental health crisis. And um, Therapy, sorry, showing that timely access to therapy reduces the risk of severe psychiatric disorders and it prevents crisis and reducing pretty much the need for costly hospitalizations. And lastly, therapy is not just a matter of convenience. Like I said before, it's a fundamental right in my eyes. The United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights recognizes the right to a standard of living adequate for health and well-being. Mental health is an integral part of our overall health, and denying access to therapy infringes upon our rights. In conclusion, the need for universal therapy is evident in from both a moral and a practical standpoint. It's not an option, but I believe that it's a necessity. And providing therapy for all of us can alleviate the burden of mental health issues and just improve your overall well-being. So that is my speech on why I think we should all have access to therapy. Thank you.